Apparently, a bunch of players made Yoshida in Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, they did, Mira. He like responded to it and he's like, wow, I look tired. Flintlock, 282. Yeah, we done here? Is there anything else to do? I think we're actually done here. I guess we can go report that to the groundbreaker as the next thing we gotta do. And then we can head over to I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to go investigate the murder of Halsey and Helen, or do you want to go do Stellar Bay next? Also, hello guys, we're back with more Outer Wilds. Go solve a murder for a change. Let's go solve a murder, yes, by murdering probably a lot of people in the process.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
I'm gonna solve this murder if it means murdering everyone between me and the culprit. The smoking gun. I like how security just lets me run through the checkpoint with my gun drawn. I can't be safe.
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do.
Were you smoking in here?
Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Sick. Oh, that was easy. Got another 12,000 EXP. I like it. Alright. Let's go solve a murder, I guess. It reminds me of Peacekeeper. I love peace. I love peace so much I'm willing to murder every man, woman, or child to get it. Alright, Eridanos, we haven't been here yet. I do wonder how much is left of the game, but Elsie and Helen versus the Brain Eaters. Wait, is this DLC? This might be DLC. Well, if it's DLC, we're doing DLC. I got 14,000 EXP just for being here, so worth it.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Could we?
Okay, sorry. I got it out of my system. Although if those bullets hit anything in that building, I'd be surprised. Hey there, Slug Marksman.
Hello, hello, hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Isn't this the elf from one of the other, like, Skyrim or whatever? This one I've seen this character before. Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Right. Okay, so the guy talking about VPs being famous, or like having as much fame as a VP, it's insane to me to think that people know who these VPs are. But it reminds me of that scene in the remake of Digimon where they're talking about this old man stepping down from his company or something, and Mimi's like, "Oh, that's my grandfather," and then all the kids start talking about how he's really famous in the business world, and I'm like, "You're 10. What the fuck do you know about the business world? Why do they know who this man is?" I thought you've worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, your belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Yeah. Maybe you should take that stupid hat off before you criticize my appearance. Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't? No, that would be ridiculous. I just wear whatever I strip from my enemy's corpses, honestly.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Careful,
I'll
your
look for
outfit
you in the
will rang.
grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
I can't. I have no idea how mystery works in this game. Generally speaking, if I can't shoot my way through, my interest fades pretty quickly. I'm kidding about that, actually.
I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown.
Vector, what is your favorite cereal? Is it Cocoa Puffs? It's Cocoa Puffs, isn't it? You seem like a Cocoa Puffs guy. You seem like a guy who goes cuckoo for them. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh yeah. Oh damn it.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Oh my stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan.
Agent Con. It would be great if in Agent Con somebody stops and drops and just screams Con for no reason, like every opportunity they get. I would love that. Oh, apparently I'm headed over there. Wait, am I tracking this quest? I don't even do that. Anyway, I am pretty certain that this is DLC. I'm Coco for Cuckoo Puffs.
I can't believe someone so famous as Halcyon Helen could meet a fate like this.
Every time someone addresses them, they just fall to their knees and yell Con.
I wish.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Have you
I'll bet you 10 bits.
you know that episode of Simpsons where they got Troy McClure like in that play for the Planet of the Apes? And he's like, "Oh my God, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. You finally made a monkey. You finally made a monkey. You finally made a monkey out of me." And then he falls to his knees and screams Con. In the Disney Plus episode of that with the closed captioning, I sometimes that just turns on automatically for me.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I.
They have that
You'd think these people have
mislabeled.
never seen a corpse before.
It's very obvious he's screaming Con, and they have it labeled as Line or Kong or something like that. It's incorrect though.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Let's skip the pleasantries. I'm ready for begin my investigation. Constable Keen, nice to meet you. We spoke over the etherwave. I was actually looking for the bar. Do they serve drinks with the little umbrellas here?
Constable Maria Keen. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Okay.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
I'm guessing you're talking about the body. What have you got for me, Doctor? Is it the directions to the spa?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
What does this thing do? I don't. I have 60 longa, but I don't have that. Nice. How do I set it to kill?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Got it. Sounds like something the OSI teaches. So it's a magnifying glass.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
You can examine my asshole. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientist mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the discrepancy amplifier, a hand investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Be sure to equip the discrepancy amplifier in a weapon slot before you continue your hunt for Helen's killer. I gotta take up one of my inventory slots? Alright. Catch Helen's killer, you need the discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you locate this moment, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press back button to analyze. Okay, I get it. It's in my hand. Thank you.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Yeah, let's get started. You can talk? Smack it around a little. Engineering 40. Achievement design with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Let's get started. Tell me what the discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom.
Yes.
Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Surfing side, do the sizes match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
I'm seeing some purpleberry in this dirt. Amplifier analysis? It won't. Oh, I already picked that one. Okay. Ace
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
So Helen must have been at the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
I have a question. I'll set low up. How did I? They're like, okay, you've we knew we'd make progress now that you've arrived. Okay, that's great and all, but you guys did nothing while I wasn't here. Literally nothing. All right, whatever. Do what you gotta do, I guess. Yay! Doors and containers. Can I one mag pick? Still one to unlock. Oh. Perfect. Done. Holy shit. I didn't think this thing actually fired anything. Not bad. Eventually I'm just gonna be walking around and Variety's just gonna be screaming and be stuck in something again.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Is it a bee? Are we sure it's not sunglasses? Was she trying to spell the name of her killer? That's the unreleased Rizzo product?
Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridano's Atmosphere Complex, in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
What if the bee
Now
says Spectrum Brown?
calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Make note of this for later. Anybody else show up?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Make note of this for later.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Oh, good. Thanks. Don't patronize me.
How awful!
You.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, yeah, my room key. Who? I don't need any help from the front desk right now.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Was the last person there, Helen? Congratulations, you got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you know anything about Halcyon?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Alright, did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry? That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Interesting. Heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Okay, and the co-star.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
That's him beside us, okay.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
You hitting on me? I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony in one high-stakes encounter at a time. I like to let my reputation speak for me. 3 people, I'd say too bad, no.
A dashing gunslinger type, then.
I'd scissor
I'm
with her.
sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Alright, good enough, thank you.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Yeah, you probably want to rub dicks with Bertie Holcomb.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode.
I hate
What
it.
authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite. I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor. What's the penthouse suite for?
The finest seat in the house.
I kind of feel like I should have authorization to every area, like off the bat. The fact that I gotta go get approval from this man seems ridiculous. There's Sam. My stats lowered because Sam's in the room. They are.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Interesting. We needed time to clean up since the previous person vacated. Doesn't look like they did much cleaning. Our Bellamy. Bellamy could be B. Because that's, you know, her last name. Mrs. H. Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market, indeed in the culture of Halcyon itself. We're going to change the world together. Cecilia Quinton Ludovico. Profitability. Subject disappointed. Talked on the profit of profitability. I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. And are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Etherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set to set a good example. Sorry. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particularly umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry, as and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words, especially, expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Sincerely, Profitability, P.O. Money can't buy happiness and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability, coming soon. From Kincaid. Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all of your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best Cedric. Okay. Guest advisories. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Glen Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security subcharge. Surcharge is non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds. I mean, a pretty shoddy looking shower and toilet, all things considered. Bellamy's actually spelled with a X at front. Well, Bellamy is her last name, so it'd be weird if she was spelling her own last name, but maybe. Maybe she's just pointing out, hey, I killed myself. Enjoy this mystery. One final cereal for you. Let's workbench here. This kitchen also looks really shitty for a penthouse. Alright guys, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll continue on. We still got about an hour left to stream, so yeah, we're flying by time-wise today.